Hey friends, welcome back to Beer and Beauty. It's Kasha. So, June favorites. It's gonna be an interesting video. First of all, I'm gonna be cutting off my green tips soon, so I wanted to do a monochromatic lime green look to go with my hair. And I'm keeping it for this video because I like it. I think this is actually really pretty. The lips are a little crazy. I had to mix a bunch of different colors to get this color, but it's complete, it's monochromatic, it's cute. In my opinion, I'm wearing this Giorgio Armani foundation for the first time in a while. I only wear this foundation in the summer because it only matches me in the summer, and right now it's actually matching me perfectly, and I think it's leading to how this makeup is coming out pretty today. Anyway, without rambling too much, June favorites. Oh, it's July 1st today, and I'm not gonna lie, June was actually a pretty hard month. Finances have been really tough. I considered giving up makeup this month. It's just been rough because I'm not making money. I got a letter saying that I don't qualify for unemployment insurance. So I've just been spending every moment of my days doing deliveries, and that's okay. I like doing deliveries, but it's not the reason I moved out to LA. So it's just been sad. It's been hard. Like a lot of days, I wake up with a funk and it's hard to shake all day long. But I'm trying my best out there, and there has been a couple things I've done throughout the month that has helped me get through it, and that I really very much enjoyed. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about those things. And normally I start with my beard of the day, but I'm gonna show you that after I tell you about my first favorite. So let's go ahead and get into it. My first favorite is, I've decided after some time thinking about my finances and how the month has gone and everything that's going on, and with pandemic, with the civil rights revolution, everything, and how expensive it is to live in this city, I have decided that I'm not going to continue my lease when my lease is up in February. So I'm still thinking about what my next move is going to be, but I'm probably going to move out of the city. So I decided in June to do my best to kind of experience the city despite the lockdowns to the best of my ability. You know, it was my dream to move out here to Los Angeles for the longest time. I'm finally living that dream, and you know, that's really lucky. You know, it is a lot of people's dream to live out in Los Angeles, and for a lot of people they'll never even see the Pacific Ocean, and I have it right at my fingertips. So I tried to spend at least one day each week in the month of June just kind of exploring a new part of the city. Usually it was the beaches in Malibu, but last week I went hiking in the San Antonio mountains. So it was actually incredible. I'm so glad that I did it. I've been doing a lot of hiking because it's a way to not spend money, and you can still kind of socially distance, you know. I like hiking because it offers me some time with nature, with solitude, and I enjoy solitude. I energize myself like that in that way, and I also like getting the exercise and the fresh air and escaping the dirty, gross air of LA. So I drove out to Mount San Antonio. It's like north of Charlemont is the name of the town. Before I actually went hiking up the mountain, I went out to a place called Stoddard Falls. So it's just like this beautiful, very clear stream out in the San Antonio mountains. It's like a little river, and there's lots of little swimming holes scattered throughout the river, and there's an area with a waterfall. I didn't get a good look at the waterfall because you kind of have to climb down into the canyon to see it, but there's like a beautiful waterfall there. I packed a lunch, and I had lunch while sticking my feet into one of the swimming holes, and I explored that area quite a bit, and it was beautiful, and it was so relaxing. I'm so glad that I did it. And then later out in the day, I hopped into my car and I went a little bit north, and I hiked the Ice Canyon Trail, and another beautiful area with a stream and lots of waterfalls, really gorgeous to see. And I tried to hike up to the Cucamonga Peak, but at that point it had gotten to be pretty late in the day. I was running out of water. I wasn't going to make it before sunset, so I decided to turn back. But I definitely want to go back there. It was an amazing hike, super beautiful. I saw a bunch of wildlife, lots of lizards. I definitely want to bring a friend out there because I feel like it's just a great place to like cool off, do a little swimming, see some like tremendously gorgeous nature, and just like a bunch of cool little picnic like chill spots there too. So that was a lot of fun. That was probably one of my favorite days in June, especially because, you know, I've been spending a lot of time alone in June, you know. Done here, I'm gonna get into it, but for the most part I've been self-quarantining. I've been alone. I live alone. And after that hike, before I started to head home, I wanted to check out Charlemont, that town, because I had heard it was a cute little town. I didn't see much of it, but I did stop at a brewery and I tried some of this beer. So the name of the brewery was Rock House Brewing Co. And it's right here. It's a local brewery in California. This one, I can't wait to drink this. I haven't opened it, and strangely, it's matching my face right now. Same like lime green going on. This beer was. I remember it being so good when I tried it. So yeah, today's libation of the day is the Two-Headed Monster Hazy IPA from Rock House Brewing Co. It says it's from Upland, California, but where I had it was, yeah, it was at Rock House. I guess that was Upland. I guess it wasn't Charlemont, because I didn't. From what I surmised when I drove through that town, it didn't have like a cute town center or anything like that. It was kind of spread out. It was pretty suburban looking. Yeah, let's go ahead and open it up and give it a taste. This is probably my second favorite for the month. Cheers! I can't wait to drink this. Beer is so much better after like a long, good hike, because your body just loves the carbs from a good beer. It really helps soothe your muscles a little bit, and I just think that beer just tastes better after a hike. I'm a New Englander. I'm going to be going home to New England for some unfortunate circumstances tomorrow, so I wanted to shoot this video before tomorrow, so maybe throughout the week I can edit it and post it. Maybe I'll do it on the plane tomorrow. We shall see. But Two-Headed Monster Hazy IPA, oh my gosh, it was so good. Citrusy, it's just hazy, it's good. And it tastes a little bit fresh too. I love like going to a brewery and getting some beer because it just tastes fresh. And it goes beautifully with my face. This might be the thumbnail. I don't know. But yeah, second favorite of the month is probably this beer. Trying that beer and exploring the San Antonio Mountains area. I'm definitely gonna go back and explore more. I'm definitely gonna get to the top of a peak, and maybe I'll even bring my camera and take some some solid landscape shots. So something really nice for Instagram. I think that would be fun. And yeah, and there's like other places I explored throughout the month too. I went back and hiked around Malibu a bunch of times. I checked out a couple different waterfalls there. I might even do like a blog post or something about the waterfalls I've been checking out, and I just love hanging out in the Malibu area. And when I went to Escondido Falls, I think it must have been. And then after I went hiking to Escondido Falls, I went and got a lobster roll from Broad Street Oyster Company, I think it was. Broad Street Market. Got it. But it was mind-blowingly, shockingly delicious. It was such a good lobster roll. And like I said, I'm from New England. I'm very picky with my lobster rolls. You know, we're kind of like the kings of the lobster rolls out in New England, and I've had some damn good lobster rolls out in New England. I'm kind of like a connoisseur. I'm always trying to like figure out which one's the best one. And I swear to God, the one I had out in Malibu might be one of my favorites. It just like blew my mind. It was so good. And it was crazy because that day I was feeling really down in the dumps. Like I went out hiking, that made me feel a little bit better, but I still was feeling pretty down. I kind of, tried to take care of myself, try to give myself a break in a lot of ways, and then I went and got that lobster roll, and I'm just like, okay, well, this lobster roll is just seriously good. Like, I feel blessed and lucky to have this lobster roll. It's very delicious, and quite possibly one of the best ones I've ever had. I might even I took a picture of it. I might put it up on the screen. It was very good. I'd be very happy. It was it was definitely my favorite meal I had all month. I had a lot of really delicious food this month. I've been trying to like go and do a little bit of takeout. I'm trying to save my money, not trying to do it too often. I haven't gone and gotten any takeout this week, and I probably won't because I gotta fly cross country tomorrow, and I gotta try to eat whatever fresh food I have so it doesn't go bad while I'm gone. But especially because I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But it was a damn good lobster roll. I think I'm thinking I'll never forget it because it was just that good. And that was a lovely little day, a little date I took myself on out in the world of Malibu, trying to experience as much of California as I can while I'm here for like on a budget, even though lobster rolls are obviously not cheap. But it was definitely special. It was definitely a worth it meal. And lobster's in season right now, so if you're gonna have lobster, have it in the summertime when it's in season. Definitely, I wouldn't recommend it when it's out of season because it's not as good. I did do a few gigs, like small gigs this month, which is the first gigs I've really done in a big way since the shutdowns, the lockdowns. That really kind of reinvigorated me. It was really important for me to do them because A, I needed the money, and B, I needed to be reminded of why I entered this profession in the first place, and I needed to remind myself not to give it up. Will still be a need and a market for my artistry, even though it's kind of on hold right now because of the pandemic. I need to remind myself that this isn't forever. This too shall pass. This will pass and things will be okay again. But I came really close to thinking about giving up, and just doing a few small gigs was just so fulfilling, and it's just been hard because I haven't had time to really do makeup on myself at all. So I did like one small intimate wedding, one like small graduation party, one small birthday party, when things were really starting to open up, but now they're closed back down again because the numbers are getting crazy. Just to be forthright, I was very choosy about the events I was willing to take on because I'm still very cautious right now too. I understand that coronavirus is a big thing, but a big part of the industry out here in Los Angeles is entertainment, basically. So that's movies, that's parties, that's stuff like that. So I guess in Los Angeles, opening up the entertainment industry was a little bit of a priority. And I kind of needed to get back into it, even just for a second, just to be reminded not to give up. Just the feeling of helping somebody feel beautiful, just sharing my art with others. It was good for me and it was important to me, but I understand there's probably another lockdown looming right now. Like I'm probably gonna go back to not doing a whole lot of makeup work for possibly the end of the year, the rest of the year, until there's a vaccine, basically. So. And that's a bummer, and that's sad, and that's hard, especially because June's usually like a big month for me. That's usually one of my busiest months of the year is June, and it's been sad to not experience that this year, especially living in California. I thought this would be a really exciting time, but I've been making the most of it by doing those explorative hikes and stuff. And speaking of things opening back up, my cousin visited here in LA, and she's one of the first like visitors I've had besides Mike since I've moved here. So it was just amazing to see her. We went out and got drinks because the bars were open for literally like a week. So, and she happened to visit in that small time period when things were open. So we went out and went to a bar, which was an interesting experience because you had to arrive with your mask on and leave with your mask on. You can only take off your mask at the table, which was very interesting. But it was just wonderful to talk to her just because we have a lot in common, me and this cousin of mine, especially because the two of us are kind of the two black sheeps of our family. The plural of sheep is sheep, right? So yeah, we're two black sheep, and we kind of view our family in the same way, and our experiences are the same. So we spent a lot of time just kind of talking about how we're coping with the world, because we have similar perspectives, and we laughed a little bit about how dramatic our family is, and we got to enjoy LA. She also loves LA, probably as much or more than I do, and it was crazy because I was telling her about how I probably won't stay in LA next year, and she was actually really disappointed. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're leaving LA," because she loves LA too. So that's kind of making me reconsider my thoughts about perhaps leaving LA at the end of the year, because she's just like, how can you leave? It's just, don't you love it? I do love it, but it's hard. It's expensive and it's hard, and coronavirus is hard, and everything is hard. And the inequality. There's so much inequality in the city. That's also hard. Lots of things are making it hard. It's one of the more depressing favorites videos I've ever done, huh? Anyway, but I loved seeing her. We laughed so much. We had such a good time. I loved seeing her and having someone to talk to about our pretty unique experiences together. Like I think the two of us just see everything in such a similar light. We have a lot in common. Last thing, actual makeup or skincare, actual beauty product. The last favor I'm going to share with you today is this oil that I got in my most recent BoxyCharm. And damn, do I love it. I've been reaching for it every night. I got this oil in my last BoxyCharm, my June BoxyCharm. It's the Malin & Goats Recovery Treatment Oil. It's got incredible ingredients, and the texture is great. It sinks into my skin beautifully. It really does a good job balancing my skin. It makes it smooths my skin, my texture, makes my skin really soft and touchable and radiant and pretty. And it's got beautiful ingredients such as I cleaned my apartment yesterday. I threw away the box, but it had a lot of really beautiful oils. You can hear me talk a little bit more about it in my BoxyCharm unboxing video, but I've been wearing it every day. It absorbs beautifully into my skin, and I've just been loving what it's been doing, so I keep trying to put it on. I've used a little bit, like this much. That's after like maybe a week straight of just like wearing it almost every day. I just love it, and thank you BoxyCharm for including something really nice in it, because last month's BoxyCharm, the May BoxyCharm, was meh, but this new BoxyCharm is a lot better. So I'm really excited about this. Love this stuff. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I think I'd like to do an oils video soon, just because I've been living a very oily existence, but I'm not gonna be home because I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone for, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. I love doing my favorites videos because it's just like a little video diary. It's a little bit of me being grateful, even in times like this month that are a little bit harder. You know, things are hard right now, and I know I'm not alone. I'm not the only person out there like kind of struggling. You know, I feel really deeply about everything that's going on, and I want to be able to help as much as I can, and I'm spreading myself pretty thin and doing all these different things, and now I have to go home and be with my family because shit's going down. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I really enjoyed hanging out with you. Let me know down in the comments what you have been doing and using to help you get through June, what your favorite June favorites were, and if you're familiar with hiking in California, let me know your favorite hiking spots. I'm really doing a lot of like hiking right now because it's something you can do for free, and you can explore and get the most out of Southern California, or really anywhere. So I love that about hiking, and that's it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. And until next time, cheers. Bye!